this is Terry from Sweet Pea Papers and the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, and this is video 2 in our Summer Fairies series. I realize this is September, that's running a little late. I had a big event in my group and my channel in July, so I'm filming this in August, and so you're seeing it in September. But that's alright, this is the end of the Summer Fairies are hanging out. So what I did in between that first video and this video is I went back and I did some serious triple thicking. I think I just made up, a word. But if you can see here, I've done the whole front of this one, the little butterflies and everything. And then I did the back. Okay. Then we had already looked at this page, and I had put the wooden butterflies on with the triple thick on them, make them shiny. I still haven't gotten my charms in. I ordered some really pretty ones. They're gold edged, and they have green in the center of their leaves. So I'm hoping those will get here by the time it's time for the flip through. This page ended up super thick. This is what it looks like after I left you with just the plain bones of the page. So I put the ivy on, well, I put the papers on, and I put the triple thick on here and here, and I added the word sunshine. I ended up having to use a Velcro closure. This was way too thick. The magnet didn't even touch. So I rescued the magnet off the back of the page before I glued it in. And then this one right here is just a sacrifice because the paper was already over the top of it. So anyway, so we've got a writing area, a little bit of a writing area there. This has all been put triple thick on all of it, as you can see. It's easier to see it in person than it is on camera. Then I made this look like it was supposed to be a policy closure, but I didn't do it that way, and I didn't use any string. I just left them on there as flaps. So this flaps down. Oz is going crazy because the neighbor's dog car is really loud. And this flips up this way, and there's a really pretty bird right there. And then we've got this paper right here, which I thought was really lovely. Oz hates that car. And this is one of the wooden butterflies. Then I also did this page off camera because it was just one of the coffee dyed pages. I put this pocket on, which is the bottom half of a page, of the page that I cut apart to make this, or possibly this. Okay, so save your scraps. You know what I mean? I mean, there was no reason to get rid of the whole bottom third of this page. In fact, it was the bottom half, and I cut it down. And then I made this card and put it in. And I haven't put triple thick on it yet because I had already cleaned my brush. And then I realized I hadn't done it yet right before I started filming this. So the next thing we have is page 4, and I stenciled it and left it as a writing page. We're going to do page 5. Then I don't know what we're going to do for 6 and 7 yet, so we're going to skip over them and do page 8. Okay? We need some more charms. Definitely. We need another page with some charms. And I think this is going to be it. Oh, wait. Why did I get this one? Okay. I'm going to make it work. So what we're going to do is we're going to have double see now I don't. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to have double side pocket underneath the fairy Maybe that's what I meant to do in the first place. Okay, so I want to be able to see this. So we're going to make them this tall. I think we're going to lose this flower, but that's okay. Actually, I think we'll see it. Okay. So we're going to put this here. We're going to put this here. I'm going to put them both on his pockets. And then whatever card I put here, let's see if we put it over a little bit further. Yeah, and then whatever tag or card I make for here, I'll put a tab on it, and that will give us another charm. And I think I want to round the corners. Oops, wait a minute. And we're going to see. I'm just going to round the corners on all of them so there's no points sticking out anywhere accidentally. Okay. So we're going to glue this one on. Oh wow, that's still too tall, isn't it? When you put the second one on, it's going to cover her foot. Yeah, we can move them all the way down. That's fine. Excuse my sniffles. I had the sniffles all day today. It's about noon. Well, it's 12:30. Telling you, quit filming for a month and all of a sudden you don't know how to do anything. You know, I could have made them a little shorter so you could see the blue, which is what I had intended. We put it up a little bit further. And cut it off right where the, right where the top is, and re-round the corners. I think that'll give us the right. Yeah. So, not much has happened since the day before yesterday. I spent all day yesterday putting triple thick on everything and waiting for it to dry, and then layer by layer. I could have filmed this, I guess. I didn't even think about it. I was too busy watching my vampire show while everything dried in between. And I've been working on my computer. I used to have about, believe it or not, about 20 years ago, I had my own membership website, and it was for webmasters. And of course I can't do that now because I haven't done it in a long time. Everybody's using Facebook or WordPress, and I'm not fluent in the new WordPress yet. Okay, let's get this straight. Anyway, so I had members, you know, that paid me every month for tutorials and live classes and things like that. I don't know why I'm erasing that. Anyway, I want this one to go right here. Forgot where my glue was. And I also what was I going to say? Oh, I also wrote a book and made a video course that went with it. And my website was webmasterinsidertraining.com. And it was really funny. I got a lot of traffic from insider trading in the name, which I thought was funny because they'd get there and there was no insider trading, except for webmasters. Okay, so put this on as a pocket. Then we're just going to put this one on as a pocket. Glue off there. See, who needs a glue eraser? Glue eraser is just a scruffled up eraser to make it have more content. Okay, now if we're going to do that, then we might as well do that. Why don't we do that? I kind of like that. Okay, we'll fit it right in this curve, right in this curve right here. Anyway, so I had all this, and I really enjoyed it. And then my disability got such that I couldn't maintain the website. I couldn't keep adding new content and conducting live classes and things like that. I had students from all over the world. I was kind of proud of myself. I had students in Ireland and Australia and the UK and all kinds of different places. So I had to teach a class at 2 in the morning, which we all know is no big stretch for me, but for the time time difference, and another one at 6 at night. Let's see if we've got, surely we've got a little fairy we could put on here. Maybe this one. This one's a little bit darker and it's got the blue on it. I kind of like that one better. These all have that cream border around them, so I'm not sure. Kind of like my butterflies better, but let's see what we got. Oh, we've got this framed one. I like it if it was just this, but see, it takes away from this. So let's just put the little single fairy on there, and maybe I will put some of this behind her after we ink her. I think so. This is just paper, even though it looks kind of like lace. It's in the wedding department or the flower department on Amazon. They use it to wrap around bridal bouquets. Believe it or not. I don't even know how I came across it. No, I was going to use this lighter color on here, I think. We'll see. This is still kind of a brown. Because old paper is still brown. But I thought it had a little bit of a greenish tint to it. So it wasn't quite so dark brown. And on the stencil that I did on the other page in the book, I didn't use vintage photo, and I wish I had, even though we're using brush corduroy in the book, because brush corduroy wasn't quite dark enough to account for the coffee dyed paper. Anyway, back to my story. So, I had this website, or 2 websites, actually, and then I wasn't able to do it anymore. So now I'm splitting my time between marketing, sort of, marketing and building websites, information products, and I think I'm going to start another membership site. And it's not on books, it's something totally different. So I'm trying to get caught up, and with the time that I have to take away from the computer, I don't think that's got enough glue to hold it on. Oh, my ALEXA. Sorry about that. I got distracted. My ALEXA, everyone in the house went ding ding. And I looked over there because the one in here has a screen. And I looked over there and it said, "Did you know I can translate?" Just out of the blue. I don't know. Alright, so that's going to be our page. I'll make the cards off camera. Alright, so I like that. I'm liking it. I'll have to put the triple thick on here and put some on here. And then I got to put on the card. Yep. So this is going to be page 5. Or we could just glue it in. Why don't we just glue it in? So we just put glue on the back, obviously. So, on with the tail. So, I'm getting ready to put a website up for what I think I'm going to do as a membership site. I'm not sure, really. I've got so much content that I can put up. That I think I might be able to do a membership site. But I think what I'll probably do first is make a some sort of a book or something that I can give away for free. And then, there we go. Oh, look at that. It's facing the wrong way. This will have to be 8. Okay, so we'll let that dry. This is going to be page 8. Alright, so now I'm going to have to lay this to the side as well because it's got glue on the back of it. so now we're going to do page 5. And what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these papers so that we can cut this to the right size. And this is 8.5. Oh, these are a little bit different because of the size of the paper. So, trim this in half first. And we'll trim the height, just that little weensy bit. I'm not sure it's going to make any difference, but okay. So then we're going to ink this. So anyway, the site's not up yet. But if any of you are interested in that type of thing, to sell your books or whatever, you know, have a business website, in the near future you'll be able to go to treefreepublishing.com and check out my site. So that's what I'm working on right now in between. And then in between having to, you know, give my back and everything a rest. So been quite busy in between watching the vampire show. Okay, so that's going to be our paper. And we're going to take this and I was going to make it just the width of this. But if I put it over to here, and we're going to want it closer to this side because remember the page faces this way. I'm going to have to trim that little bit of white off. Let me trim it to the width I want. It's pretty wide, isn't it? I'm going to make a belly band out of it, and I will put some of the ivy on it. It's going to be like a hidden belly band, sort of, kind of, but not really. So this video isn't going to be very long at all, is it? I did make my logo for Tree Free Publishing. I did that on Canva, which is a little frustrating sometimes if you don't have the pro version. Anyway, so I got that part done. I really like it. Boy, that's a big belly band, isn't it? You know what? It's a little, is it going to be a little too long? It is. And of course I'll put triple thick on all of this all these flowers here. And I'll probably put 1 or 2 of the wooden butterflies on here. Okay. Little extra glue since it's such a big belly band. But I just really liked that picture, and I was like, how can I use that image? Okay, I'll have to trim this a little bit. No, I think it'll be alright. It's not enough. I'll just make a mess out of it and make it crooked. Okay, and then I'll make a big card for that. Let's put this on. I love this stuff. This is satin. It's just a satin ribbon. And you can get it on Temu for dirt cheap. I got a big ball of it, and I undid it and wound it around 2 or 3 of these pieces of cardboard so I could deal with it. It was so much. There was so much of it for like $2, I think. Oh, for goodness sake. So let's cut it. You know what we'll do? I'm going to cut it around this leaf to make it look like a leaf, not a stem, and we'll just let that part stick up. What about that? We'll see. Oh, I just put the ribbon where the scissors go. Heaven forbid. Alright. I'm going to put a bead of glue down here. And it doesn't take a lot with this ribbon. It's real thin. And it will soak through if you don't, if you're not careful, if you put too much glue on it. See how that leaf just sticks out off the top? That makes it look a lot better. So we'll do that. And then I'll put the triple thick on here. Then I'll make a card with a tab on it so we can add another charm. And I'll do whatever I need to do to that card all around the corners and all that. I'm going to have to, this kit does not come with a light colored paper that you can use as a backing. Everything has a pattern on it. So the lightest you have is this green, like this. So I made the mistake of printing all these different ones on the back, which I like, but I did it on these two. So it's making it difficult to find what I can use for a writing card, because you see what I did? So I really don't want to print out 20 pages again. So we'll see, you know, what's going on, what's what. But we can't use any of these really as writing cards because of this on the back. I've got some cream colored paper from another kit, that printable paper that looks like, you know, vintage paper or whatever. So I may end up printing the backs of some of these with that, so we can use them as writing cards better, because we don't have a lot of fairies on these actual pages. There's more flowers. Do you see what I mean? Flowers and butterflies. A definite lack of fairies. There's a fairy on that one. So that's only 2. I do like that one. The dragonfly. Anyway, you see what I mean. Where's that other one that's like that? See, this is what I do. I go through here and I'm like, wait a minute, these 3. I like those 3 with the top on them. I'm not sure we'll be able to use them as such, but I think I'm going to paper clip them together, keep them out. Maybe we can make a booklet or something. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for the chat. And let's glue this in page 5, I guess. You know what? I want to be able to get at it to do the triple thick and stuff. I want to be able to turn it sideways and all that without it being in the book. So, this is page 5. So I'll glue it in after I'm done doing the accents and such. And then I want to do a butterfly on there. I almost thought about doing these as the charms that hang off, but they're just plain wood on the one side. I don't know, that wouldn't be bad, I guess. I'm going to see if I can get those leaves in quick enough. I'm going to get them from Temu. And it usually only takes 7 to 10 days, so I should have them in time for the flip through, that's for sure, even if I have to film the flip through late. Okay, once again, thank you for the chat. I will see you in the next video, and that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.